Hi, it's Robert McArtor with Maryland Homes Team. I just want to share with you that yesterday I just attended this auction sale and it went like bonkers. So let me share with you the numbers that we put together as an investor. So my sons and I, we got together probably about a month in advance. We ordered septic reports for it. We ordered the plats for the property, the survey if there was one that was recorded, and we gathered the deed information and we really studied this property. We looked at the local comparables. We found out what lots would sell for because we knew that we were going to raise this house. This was going to be torn down. There is a large garage that is to the side of it as well. And we were going to keep the garage because we felt like that was going to bring the significant value to the ultimate price of this property. So where we were numbers wise is that we were going to raise the property. We were going to have it perked because you have to have it perked here in our county in order to put a new septic system in if they're going to build a larger home. And we basically wanted to just flip the property. We wanted to flip the 2.5 acres. We wanted to flip the lot to a potential buyer for them to build their own home here and then keep the garage. So our retail price on this was going to be $329,000. So we started to work our numbers backwards from there, started to take out the cost of raising this property, which we determined was going to be anywhere from $25,000 to $35,000. We knew that across the street from here that the county had issued a permit for a sand mound system for the septic. We know that that's another probably $35,000 to $45,000 depending on the size home that was going to be built here. So we're trying to build the worst case scenario. That's what we're looking for here. So by the time we backed those numbers out and any other lot preparations, things like that, by the time we build in our profit, of course, we knew where our bid was going to land. So there was about 25 people here just for the real estate itself. There was a $30,000 deposit that was required. We had our deposit, and literally the bidding only got to a couple of different people that were bidding back and forth. The property ended up selling. Now let me just share this with you. The property ended up selling for $330,000. That's right. The hammer price was $330,000. There was also a 10% buyer's premium on top of the $330,000. So this gentleman was already well into $360,000+ on this property because he was also having to pay both sides of closing costs, both recordation and transfer fees. I spoke to him afterwards. I asked the gentleman, was he able to pull up septic records? I just wanted to find out if there was anything that we were missing as investors when we were determining the ultimate value of the property and what our sales price would be. He said he never pulled any records. He was mainly just interested in the garage for some of his quote-unquote toys that he had, which is fine, but he never really anticipated or figured in the cost of raising the house, of getting that torn down, of going through the septic, the perk procedures with the health department. So he really didn't figure those numbers in. We're anticipating that by the time he's said and done, when he settles on this property and he has to raise the house and also do a new septic system, he's going to be well north of $400,000 on this property. And that's even without starting the building. So of course, everyone just looked at each other, all the investors, and they're like, what is going on here? Where did the guy get his numbers from? Because this is really well beyond where you could buy other lots within our area. There's other lots that are available here in the same zip code that are running between $200,000 to $250,000. And this is pretty much raw land, and some properties could also be cleared as well. So we knew that our numbers were really spot on. But I want to just encourage you. I've been in the auction business since 1991, sold over $3 billion in real estate, doing foreclosures all over our state of Maryland. So I've been doing this for a very long time, but it's really important that you figure your numbers beforehand before you commit, because now it honestly, in my opinion, would be better off for him to take that $30,000 deposit and let it go back to the auctioneer, let it be reoffered up, because you're going to end up taking a much bigger hit when you go to sell this property and get out of it. So anyway, that's my assessment of the property. If you're thinking of auctioning your property, certainly give me a call. If you have any questions about the auction process, whether you're going to buy something at the foreclosure at the courthouse steps, or you're going to come to, let's say, an estate sale where it's held on site here and you want a little bit more information about that, please feel free, reach out to me anytime. You can like and subscribe this video. I'm going to be producing other videos as well. And of course, if you have an as-is property within our area of the Maryland, Pennsylvania area, if you have an as-is property that you're looking to sell, we can certainly discuss the auction method of marketing your property, and we can also sell it as is in a traditional sale. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, look forward to seeing you at the next video. Take care.